Our first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald, said, "Abortion saps the lifeblood of a nation." I am watching this happen in our country. Free speech and conscience rights are being suppressed. In 2017, 4,000 Canadian women swallowed abortion pills in 6 provinces, and they were paid for by the government. And the media gleefully reports on increasing access to abortion. Abortion is changing the face of our nation. But abortion is also deeply personal, and it changes our lives. And for me, it led me into a nightmare of suffering. It has changed so many of us, one by one by one. At the age of 15, I went to a party, and I emerged as a date rape victim and a mother carrying a child. When I boarded a bus back home after the abortion in upstate New York, I had changed again. I knew that I did not want that abortion, but I believed that it was my only choice. I knew the doctor was lying when he said it wouldn't hurt and that it wouldn't take long. It was a very painful experience beyond anything that I had ever known. I wept uncontrollably as I watched the jar by my right foot fill up with blood. I wondered too late, where is my child? Where will her soul go once these instruments are finished with us? And while the doctor was correct that the procedure was quick and the emotional damage that it would inflict would take decades to repair, I could not find my way back to the girl that I used to be. I chose self-hatred and denial of what happened that day as my way forward. I masked the pain of my child's death through drugs and promiscuity. I shut down my maternal instincts. I rejected my ability to nurture life and to give birth. I became an advocate of abortion. I plummeted into depression and despair, and I thought about suicide. After I got married, I continued to live out my post-abortion trauma. I became a workaholic, living on coffee and 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Malnutrition and a complete breakdown followed. 14 years after my abortion, I suffered an ectopic pregnancy that ended the life of my son, our son, Joseph Michael Steenstra. Grieving him gave me permission to face the truth honestly. The death by abortion of my first child was absolutely, morally, and objectively wrong. I named my first child Sarah Elizabeth, and I wept for her. I wept for her loss, for her death. Honesty brought me the relief from the years of suffering. The inner conflict came to an end. And it was all because I had entered into the truth and began a right-ordered grieving process for the loss of my first child, Sarah Elizabeth. I asked God for forgiveness. I asked my child for forgiveness. And I asked others around me to forgive me for ending the life of my first child. And I gave forgiveness to the abortionist and to everyone who was complicit in the death of Sarah Elizabeth. Healing happened when I accepted forgiveness, and I no longer held my transgressions against myself. But the shock waves that followed my abortion continued to reach me. I never conceived another child. I have no grandchildren. I vowed years ago to be silent no more about abortion, and I will continue to be silent no more, even as our government works to muffle my voice and the voice of all of us who have been changed by abortion. I speak out for the babies, for the 100,000 that have died since last May, and for all the mothers and fathers here in Canada who weep and grieve for the loss of their children. I will be silent no more. I am all in for Canada and for the unborn. Thank you. Please go to our website. Please remember abortiontestimonies.com, abortionforgiveness.com. Please don't leave the hill here today without making a commitment in your own heart to reach out to men and women that are hurting after abortion, to let them know they're not alone, that help is available. And please educate the public through our testimonies. They're all on our website, silentnomoreawareness.com. And also, please commit to your post-abortion healing ministry in your area. Give them the support they need to get this message out in your community, in your churches, in your neighborhoods. God wants to heal this country one by one. Thank you.